All righty, Bill Guyman with Crazy Bill TV, live in effect. And if you can see, it's raining. It's raining, which means it's going to be high water. High water. Going to be good times for riverboating. So today on Crazy Bill TV, live and in effect. So let me bring some coolness on. Let's see if I can add this. I'm still learning. I had to get my camera working today. It was a pain. Let's see here. 30-year golly guide right there. 30-year golly guide. 30-year golly guide.
Hey, go get you some waves and holes. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. If you're scared, go to church. 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 Oh, some big stuff.
All right, we're gonna
right up there's the big stuff. We should have took the boat and hiked it up. Take it up the stairs. This was at Golly having a great time. So tonight I'm going to talk about snowpack. Some people are like, what's snowpack have to do with boating? Snowpack is everything to do with boating. It's how you get high water. It's how you can tell what your water year is going to be like. That's how they can tell if we're going to have drought or not here in California. Although we've had a lot of these like monsoon rains or whether atmospheric rains or whatever they call them. Like, atmospheric rivers is what they call them. It's atmospheric rivers. And it's raining right now. If you can listen, I put my earbud out here. You can hear it raining now. It's pretty crazy. You can see. But yeah, atmospheric rivers bring a lot of water, and then snowpack. And if it's around 90 or 100, it's okay. But if it's like 120, 150, 180, or 200%, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. It's going to be raging where you're going to be having good times. The Golly, which you see here, that's actually dam release. So that doesn't really have anything to do with snowmelt, but yet it does. It has more to do with rain, because when the rain comes into the lake, they have to release. So in the wintertime, they can have anywhere from 8,000 to 15,000 CFS. They actually release, I think, once up to 24,000 on the Golly. So again, it's back to snowpack. So in certain spots, it is, if it's a free-flowing river and not overly dammed off or reservoired off, like the Oahe. People are like, oh, the Oahe's isn't dammed, but it is technically. It's diverted. It's diverted through into reservoirs. I know at least one, if not two reservoirs, it's diverted. So yeah, snowpack has a big ordeal, and it's been low water years for the last 3 or 4, maybe 5 years. So I think this year is going to be a high water year. So again, this was the having good old times. This was good old times at the Golly here. So
what the hell are they doing?
What the hell are they doing? What the hell? What the hell are they doing? They are boating. That's what they're doing. They are boating.
Just put your feet out in front of you if you need to.
Yeah, stick your feet in the cups.
Put your feet in the foot cups. Put them in the cups. You got to put them in the cups. Oh, God.
Get it, bro.
Get it.
Focus, bro.
Guns out, suns out. Alabama boys.
Well, I want to stay dry.
Having a good time on the Golly. All righty. All righty. So that was at the Golly. And I also, high water. When them high water river years come, you want to go get on.
All righty. Back
Illy.
to back high illies. Hopefully, I think it's going to happen back to back.
This is the Illy. Let's see if I can rearrange this. Let's see. I like it more like this. I like it like that. I like it like that. So this was the Illy at 9 and 10,000. I forget what day this was. It was 9 or 10 grand. I did them back to back. This was at the put in of the Illy here. It was awesome. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I'm learning.
We're going to do it with Daglow's boat and my boat. Daglow, you don't know it yet, but your boat's going to go down twice in 2 days.
Yeah, so I was, this was when me and Babcock went, because we went the first day, because I ran Dayglow's boat and Aaron ran my boat. So this was the first of the 2 days. I forgot what day it was or whatever. So
Okay, so you're gonna make history. You're gonna get a personal first descent, your boat is. Alrighty. Dave is gonna do a great job of driving out of here.
Yeah. Once again, the truck should run.
Alrighty, Aaron says my video tickets are up. See, Aaron's already getting it, so I gotta get it too, folks. See you at, this is the put-in. I don't boat, remember, I'm just at put-ins and takeouts.
yep, just at put-ins and takeouts, especially when it's high water. High water. High water makes a whole different river experience, because there's just all kinds of different factors. Eddies disappear, logs show up, you starting to what's called flush the river. As the water comes up, it peaks, and so at the very top of the peak is where you the flush comes. That's where the ultimate flush comes. And you got to be cognizant, you got to be aware of logs and everything else. Plus, usually at high water, sometimes you're the only person out there. Like if you're in a creature craft like I do, sometimes it's only you and whoever's with you in your group. And the more remote it is, sat phones are not a bad idea, or sat texting is not a bad idea. Because what's cool about your sat phones or your, what do they call them? Your inReach. Here, I got one right here. Let's see. What's cool about the inReaches are, where did I do with it? It's in here somewhere. What's cool about the inReach? Here's the inReach right here. What's cool about this guy is when you text on this, when you text on it, you have to have the app on your phone in order to text on your phone, but you can text on this. This is clinky-ish. It's kind of clinkish, but it still works. Is when you text with someone and then they click on your GPS satellite. Like right now where I'm sitting, you could actually it'll show the picture of the light and me in the parking lot here and my truck and me sitting in here with it on my face. If I had the light on in the truck, you could see me in the truck because it takes a satellite image. That's what's cool about having a Garmin inReach. These bad puppies, if you get the little bitty brick ones that go parlay with your phone, they're like $250. If you get this bad puppy, this one's like $470. But this also gives you topographical maps. It gives you weather. And if your phone were to die, you can still text with this thing because it's got the buttons to text. Of course, it also has the big old honking SOS button here, but it's a two-step process. In order to do it, you actually have to remove this and then push the button. So it's a safety feature that keeps you from pushing it. But yeah, Garmin inReach, these are awesome at the end of the day. Do you really need one? Just depends on what you're doing. If you're more roadside, if you're in a bigger group, maybe not. But if you're in a smaller group and you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're going to be gone for a couple days and you're pushing the limits, these aren't bad to have. Because again, help can be a way get there quicker with a sat phone. But yeah, that's the Garmin inReach. So yeah, snowpack is a big thing when it comes to water with river boating and stuff of that nature. So, and again, this year's going to be high. I got put on the radar because of the Oahe. When I did the Oahe, it was 300 CFS, and I'm hoping it would be at least 3,000 or maybe even 8,000. I don't know. Depends on how much the reservoirs have to fill up.
You're all
and things
correct, pretty much. Gonna see if the Uber thing works.
Alrighty, so this is when I was at the North Fork of the American. I went to do the Giant Gap. Giant Gap is so much fun. Holy cow, is Giant Gap so much fun. It's a hellacious hike in. It's 2 miles downhill, 1,700 feet. I've done this, and this was my trip when I did it, and you'll see that my, sometimes you got to buy a new phone because your audio goes out, and that's what happens in this video here. My audio goes out, but I can talk over it and quiet it because you'll hear it cut in and out. Here we go.
Excuse me. Bill Gaiman, Crazy Bill TV. Today's adventure, boys and girls, is gonna be Giant Gap. I just woke up. It's
See, there goes my audio. It's stuck and I hate it.
2022.
That's what happens when you have an iPhone. See, there goes the audio again. It drives me insane. So here I'm going to silence it. So yeah, this was me at Giant Gap. This isn't the put in, this is the parking lot up above. Let's do it this way. This is the parking lot and there's a bathroom right there. But that's still not the start of the trail. You still have to go down like another quarter mile and the trail actually starts on the right and it's a ways to get there. Let's see if I can forward this video a little bit more. But this was me at put in the morning and I had to run my own shuttle and everything. It's beautiful there. As you can see, the sun was coming up. It's pretty awesome at the end of the day. So yeah, it's crazy. So I had to hump a creature craft all the way to put in, and it was like 300 pounds worth of gear. It took me 5 or 6 hours. So I dumped all my stuff at the head of the trailhead. I dumped all my stuff at the start of the trailhead and drove all the way to the takeout, and then an act of God happened. And as I'm filling out my daily park fee, $5, paying it, somebody pulled in with the truck and I asked for a shuttle and they gave it to me. I paid them for it, paid them pretty good, and I paid them gas too. And I was there less than 5 minutes and they're like, hey, we'll be back in 20 minutes to pick you up. I'm like, that'll be perfect. So I got all my stuff together. They came back, got me, picked me up. And they ran my shuttle for me. And so then I had gotten back to the trailhead again. And I was like, okay, it's time to get her done. And class 2 plop and drop, baby. We were plop and dropping over the hill. And so that's what happened with that. So again, this is Bill Geimer, Crazy Bill TV. Found me some internet. I found some light too. It's raining. It's stingray rain, sideways rain, up from the ground rain. Alrighty. As always, see you on the river.